This severe weather season has already been very active, and that will continue tomorrow. So the National Weather Service continues its storm spotter training classes to make sure people are informed. Tonight, the Weather Service held its last class for the Siouxland area here in Sioux City. Over the last 2 months, they've traveled to different towns training people to be storm spotters. They go through the different types of storms, ways to spot the 2 main storm clouds, ways to report those storms, and what each type of warning means. Training new spotters will give the National Weather Service extra sets of eyes on the ground to spot storms. The National Weather Service will continue to do these classes year after year to let people know how to stay safe when severe weather strikes.
Another thing to really consider is having multiple ways of getting that warning information. Don't rely just on your phone. It's a powerful tool, and we all use them, but have something else. We always talk about the weather radios, which is another great way of getting that warning information, because those are the 2 things that are really going to help you be prepared for that. And we talk a lot about safety as part of this class.
Woodbury County Emergency Management was also involved in tonight's training, sharing the importance of preparing for storms.
Just simply being aware is a huge step forward for us. Being able to receive information through Alert Iowa and other conduits such as a National Weather Service weather radio are great ways to be prepared, stay informed.
Even though this was the last class for the Siouxland area, there are still ways to stay informed. For that information, just look for the link inside this story at KTIV.com.